Hello and welcome to another video. Today's video is going to be an addition to the series book reviews. Yes, a second episode, and it hasn't even been 2 months yet, as I originally said. The first video became so popular and got so much attention that I had to do another video on it. And I believe, within the first week of it being uploaded, it became the second most viewed video behind Ghost Ships #1, The Orang Medan. Yeah, go check that out. It became the second most viewed video within a week of it being up on my channel. And I found that absolutely incredible. It had the most comments on it, and so I'm going to be doing a book review, on the book Necroscope. As I said, I was going to be doing the Necroscope series, and I said that I'd be doing them probably before any other book I will review. Might not be, might be, but anyway, I've got Necroscope here. This is the cover, and it's so many pages. The Outer Limits of Horror. As I've said in my previous video, there's not much horror in it really. But so Necroscope is the first book in the series of vampire books, also named Necroscope. Necroscope revolutionized the vampire genre of book. Gone were the days of Dracula in his castle. No more was that legend. No, now there was a terrifying new breed of vampire, and they are terrifying, even if this book isn't. The concept of this is terrifying. The one theory, and they just will not die. So, onto the plot of the story. Do I even need a spoiler alert for a book that's 31 years old? Fine. Spoiler alert. Happy? The book opens with an interrogation at the Chateau Brunitsy. The Chateau Brunitsy is the headquarters of the Russian E branch. This is not ordinary interrogation, though. It's an interrogation of a dead person. In this, we are introduced to two important characters, Gregor Borowitz and Boris Dragasani. We're then introduced to Harry Keough whilst he is still in school, and his friend and his maths teacher, both of who quickly become irrelevant to the story. So, as Harry grows up, his talent as a necroscope, someone who speaks to the dead, progresses and becomes more advanced. We learn of the murder of his mother by his stepfather. By this point, Sir Keenan Gormley, the head of the British INTSP, in other words, the British E branch, has asked Harry to join the organisation and is about to be murdered by the necromancer and descendant of the Khans, two different people there, Boris Dragasani and Max Bartu. Boris Dragasani is also by this point heavily under the influence of Thebor the Warlock, who is one theory. He's one theory. He's one theory, and he was buried and has been buried for 500 years. And he's learnt that he's been influenced by this Thebor since he was born, and he now has aspirations to become ruler of Wallachia, which is a place in Romania, and it used to be its independent country. And yeah, he also wants to control Russia's E-branch. Boris and Max murder Keenan and steal the secrets of IntSP, then travel north to Edinburgh and watch Harry's mother drag his stepfather under the ice and drown him. They then turn to Soviet-held Europe, to Romania, where Boris and Max murder Tibor Franksy, which is Tibor's last name. As Tibor tries to get out of the ground where he's buried, but not before Boris Dragasani receives the One-Theory egg and is now One-Theory himself. With Tibor dead, Dragasani murders Max Batu and then travels to Russia and murders Gregor Borowitz. He is now in control of the Russian E-branch. Harry Keough then learns from the mathematician Mobius, who was buried in Leipzig, how to access the Mobius continuum, and with those newly found abilities, he is able to destroy the Russian E-branch and take his revenge on Boris Dragasani. But not without consequences. His body is destroyed and he only just manages to escape into the Mobius continuum in time. It is at this point that we learn that a metaphysical being, who was introduced during the prologue of the book, telling us all of this, is Harry Keough himself. This book touches on some of the most epic topics ever written about, from ESP to vampires. Vampires. Twilight fucking ruined them. And then I read this and they were awesome again. It's really interesting and brought the vampire into more of a scientific possibility than a religious enemy. And you'll understand why, because if you read the rest of the books, and that is an achievement. The only downside to this book is that it says vampirism, necromancy, supernatural mayhem, and shrieking bloody terror. Okay, vampirism, necromancy, supernatural mayhem. Yep, it's got those. Shrieking bloody terror. Not so much. And yeah. But overall, this is a great book from a great author, and so the final verdict is a fitting 9 out of 10. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go figure out all of these equations and get this video uploaded yesterday. I mean, what? And if I got time for it, or do I? But seriously, that's all for this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and as always,